temple.
Yo tenía el templo en la casa de todo eso.
She had a temple in the house with all the saints.
El cuarto todo lo usaban por las velas. No tenía que prender luz por las velas que tenía.
She had so many candles, she didn't even turn on no lights in the house.
Yo gasté mucho en ver.
Bendiciones, everybody. Alafia. So we're here to talk about, something that is very important to your spiritual practices, but is often looked over by so many. So in that video right there, or in that snippet that you heard before the start of the video, that was my Abuelita speaking with me and me translating to my little brother, who she was also speaking to. And so, basically, she was speaking about how it was for her when she was in the practice of Espiritismo, where basically she made her house into a temple, which brings us to something that's spoken about a lot in Ifa, which is earth is a marketplace, heaven is home, right? Earth is a marketplace, heaven is home. Now, there's many ways to interpret this. We can interpret it on a macro scale, and we can interpret it on a micro scale. Okay, so we'll look at both ways to bring perspective to it all, right? So in Yoruba tradition, you have this notion of us picking our destiny from heaven and then coming into earth, right? So in Yoruba tradition, you chose your parents, you chose, how you wanted to come back, what Orisha you wanted to accompany you on that journey. All of these things you chose before you got here. So, when we're going through struggle in life, always remember that when we were in heaven, we chose these things for our progress and evolution to learn the things that we needed to learn in this lifetime. Ashe. Now, with that being said, heaven is home. So heaven is home, right? When you were in heaven with Oludumare, and all of the Rumule that were there, that is home. Earth is a marketplace. Earth is a marketplace. So when you came to earth, you came here to do a job. You came here to do what you said that you were going to do before Orumila, right? That's when you came to earth to do that thing. So you're on earth to do a task. Earth is a marketplace. You are here to do a task. Heaven is home. Orun is home, right? And that's where, you kind of can rest and be free. But when you came into earth, you came in through this physical body. And now that you're here, you have a job to do, right? And so this is where this saying comes from within Yoruba tradition. It is speaking to the fact that you are here to do a job. Now, when we take that same concept and we bring it to a micro level, it also applies to your literal house. As above, so below, right? As above, so below. Whatever happens on a grand scale happens on a smaller scale. Ashe. And so now understanding that, your house, your home is heaven. Your home is that. And when you leave your door, that is the marketplace. You understand? And so, when you really get to understand this, right? When you really get to understand this, Literally, this is true. When you walk outside of your door, why are you leaving? Why are you going into the world? You're going into the world to mix in and be a part of the marketplace of it all. Because there's buying and selling that's happening in the world. There's people handling certain tasks in the world. And now you become part of that. You may stop and buy gas. You may stop and go to a literal market, which we call a grocery store, and purchase goods to eat. You know what I'm saying? You may go to your job, your occupation, your career to fulfill a task, to make income, to make money. Earth is a marketplace. When you leave your door, it is a marketplace. Okay. And this is very important to understand because within our African spiritual traditions, they understand the value of physical manifestative things. They understand the value of money. They understand the value of material things as well. It's not you're in loopy land. No, you're on earth. So already you on a marketplace. Soon as your feet touch earth, boom, you in the marketplace. And it's been like that since the beginning of time. Human beings, even when you go into the animal world, it's the same. Earth is a marketplace. When it's time for a lion to eat, he will go hunting and looking, right? When it's time for a giraffe or a gazelle to graze, they will find a land that's affording them that food. They're in the marketplace. Ashil. Earth is a marketplace. Heaven is home. So always remember that when you leave your door, you are in the marketplace. You are an active part of the marketplace. You're going to participate in it. Rarely do people leave the house without purchasing something or offering some type of service to the world, right? Because either you're leaving the house for work, and when you're at work, you might buy food, or you're leaving the house to maybe go see somebody, and in the midst on the way there, you may have stopped, got something to eat, something like that, right? This is what it is. Earth is a marketplace. And at the least, you're burning gas to get there. Or if you got an electric car, using up electricity to get there, which you're going to recharge later. A marketplace. Asha, we can get away from this concept of material things all we want. But the truth is, Earth is indeed a marketplace. Ashe. Now, to dive deeper into this concept, heaven is home. Heaven is home, your house. Literally where you live, it's heaven. And if it's not, you need to find a way to make it heaven. If it's not, you need to find a way to create that in your home because that is your safe space, and heaven is home, meaning hopefully when you come there, you're surrounded by people you love, people that love you. Hopefully when you come there, you can be yourself. You can express who you really are. Hopefully, when you come there, you feel safe within those walls. Heaven is home. You see? And so, what my abuela was explaining was that she turned her house into a literal temple. You see? Abuela turned her house into a temple, meaning it was sacred. You have to make your home sacred to you. And this is why she says she had saints everywhere, throughout the house. She had so many candles that she didn't need lights. Like she said, she spent a lot of money in candles, right? So, that is what it is. She made her home sacred for her. That was her safe space. Heaven is home. Ashe. Family, as you taking in these words, always remember that. because it's going to be important when it comes to building your foundation, when it comes time to putting family around you or putting the pieces to the puzzle, or if you're going through issues at home. Heaven is home. So you have to find ways to make that an oasis for you. And if there's challenges that arise within that, you have to find ways to bring closure to those things, bring peace to those things so that we can live in harmony. Because at home, it shouldn't be so much war. It should be more peace. When you go into the world, that's the marketplace. We don't know what's going to happen, right? Anything can happen when you're in the world, right? But at home, there should be more of a root. Home where you're planting your roots deep in the ground. And not so much just tied to a physical location. This also has an esoteric meaning to it. When we speak of tying our roots deep to the ground, heaven is home. No matter where you move to physically, you will make that home because your roots will be tied into the ground. Ashe. And you will be able to create an environment culturally that's conducive to peace, harmony, growth, prosperity, love. No matter where you go, heaven is home. There's a certain community of men online that I tried to explain that to, and they get mad at me. Heaven is home. You make your environment what it needs to be. You do that. You choose the people to allow to enter that environment. That's your choice. You pick that. And so if it's not right, you find a way to make it right. And if it wasn't right from the start, it's something that should be a part, right? This is the realities, right? Earth is a marketplace. Heaven is home. Asheo. And this was a concept that my abuela engraved so deeply into me as a child growing up. She really put that into me to understand what that means, because she lived it. She embodied that to the T. Abuela's space was sacred. Abuela had sacred rooms you could not enter. Only she could enter certain rooms in the house. And that's how your space should be. Sacred. Don't disrespect heaven. Don't disrespect your place of abode. Have respect for the place that you live in. Keep it up. Keep it clean. Keep it fresh. Because all of these things are important to your spiritual health, to your mental health, to your physical well-being. Heaven is home. But if you don't take care of that, home, which was supposed to be heaven, can quickly turn into hell. And then you will be trapped. And this is where we get the terms hell on earth. Home can be a heaven or home can be hell. Which one are you going to make it? What are you going to do to influence that environment to be one or the other? Are you going to take the steps needed to make home a heaven? Or are you going to neglect it and allow it to become a hell? Are you going to let just anybody inside of it and then it becomes a hell? This is your decision, family. And this is why I come on here and speak about these type of things, because I get a lot of people that their homes turn to hell, and then they're coming to me for readings and spiritual work to try to clean it up. But when you take care of that thing, that's just one less thing on the list that you have to worry about. And it's like my big mama says, if you clean a little bit each day, you will never have to clean. If you clean after yourself a little bit each day, you won't have to clean. You won't have to do no real cleaning. You won't have to deep clean so much. You know what I'm saying? Because every day you're playing a part in keeping your environment clean. Heaven, home. Every day you're playing a part in keeping your environment fresh, the energy fresh. You know, you putting certain things spiritually around to keep it fresh. This is the meaning. Earth is a marketplace. Heaven is home. Always keep this in mind through life as you continue to grow, as you continue to prosper, as you're building family. What do you need for home to be heaven for you? This is real questions to ask yourself. What is needed in your life for home to be a heaven for you? And what things in your life, if they are present, will make your home into hell? Very important questions, because it can help you to avoid a lot of strife. A lot of obstacles can be avoided by just coming to terms with those things right there. What is needed for you to feel like home is heaven? And what should you avoid so that home does not become hell? And as you ponder these things, take it into wisdom and put it into action. And build your paradise, build your heaven on earth. And then when you go and you do your task, you will go back to heaven in the macro view, right? That is the circle of life, family. That is how the wheel turns. That is the circle of it all, And, the history erases the mystery, right? You knowing where we came from, you knowing where we're going. It's not so much mystery. You don't know everything, but you know enough, wisdom-wise, to do what's needed to be done. Here on earth, the marketplace, where every time you leave your door, it's commerce and it's moving. Earth, the marketplace. The marketplace in Yoruba tradition was also the place where spirits were. Spirits dwelled in the marketplace, more so than the graveyard. See, when we start talking about the marketplace, this is where spirits are in transition. You see? This is why Oya is really the queen of what? The marketplace, where spirits are in transition. And what's happening on earth? Spirits are in transition constantly on earth. You see how I always drop these nuggets at the end of my videos? I do that on purpose so that y'all can watch the whole video. That's why I do that. To make sure y'all being thorough when you watching my content. Watch the whole video. Don't just skim. No, I'm going to drop some stuff. You know who used to do that? Jay-Z. Jay-Z would have hidden tracks in his albums. So when you thought the song was over, the song really wasn't over and a whole new track would come in. But if you was the type that's impatient and you skipping track, you will miss the song because he would hide it within the CD. Yeah, that's who used to do that. It's real. Because I don't want people skimming through my content. Listen to what I'm saying. Because I'm giving you a lot of game. All right. So the marketplace, Earth is a marketplace. The marketplace is where spirits come in transition, like you, like your friends, like your family, like your lover, spirits in transition on the marketplace. I show on the marketplace. That's Earth. And when you leave your door, you're interacting with those spirits. See, people always gotta think spirits is just such a esoteric thing. Right here in the physical flesh, you dealing with spirit. When you meet somebody, you dealing with spirit here on earth. When you speaking to somebody, you speaking to spirit. This is facts. And that's why earth is the marketplace. Because earth is where spirits come to mingle. Earth is where spirits come in transition to do a job before they go back to heaven, before they go back to Orun. They come to earth and they frolic and they play and they fix karma and they make new karmas. This is what happens in the marketplace. It's earth. So remember that as you're moving through life, it's deeper than commerce. When we're speaking of marketplace, it's spiritual. It's where spirits come to intermingle with the world. But when you leave the house, you're just thinking you're seeing mortal beings. You're seeing spirits manifested as mortal beings. That when we go, we're going back to Orun. We're going back to heaven. We're just here in transition, fixing things. You know, there was a very popular song back in the day. I can let my life pass me by, or I can get down and try. Work it all out this lifetime. Work it all out this time. Yeah, it's a very popular song. See these singers that came back from back in the day, they knew about this type of stuff, man. It's just new age. See, everything that's happened today, y'all thinking is new. All of this stuff been out for thousands and thousands of years. There's nothing new under the sun. Every concept that you see pop up on TV, it been there. It's actually very ancient, but they just repackage it and resold it to you. And then you think it's new. It's not. It's not. These things been around for a long time, you know? That's my song too. I can let my life pass me by, or I can get down and try. Work it all out this lifetime. Work it all out this time. That is my song right there. I love that song. But it's real. It's real, you know. Um, Understand that. Like, there's nothing new under the sun. They package these shows, they put them on TV. This is all ancient stuff that been around for thousands and thousands of years that worked very well for our ancient societies. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll package to you like it's new. You know, not too long ago, McDonald's was offering tarot readings, right? Like, okay, divination has been here since the beginning of time, but right, they will package something like it's so new. They have shows on television like Seeking Sister Wife, right? Like polygamy was their first form of marriage ever, and it worked very well for those societies. We repackage everything up today and sell it back to the people like it's new age or that it's new. It's not. Astrology been here forever. It's not modern. It's not new age spirituality when you're talking about astrology. It's very old. Astrology, looking at the stars, astronomy is very old. And you're going to find it in all of these ancient traditions. See, But see, now I'm getting too much into secret stuff when I start talking about how to reconnect with your deeper self in the part of you that's ancient. Because when you do ancient shit, you get ancient results. And ancient results built the greatest civilizations ever known to man. Ooh, now let me stop because I'm saying too much. So with that being said, family, remember, Earth is where the spirits come. Earth is where the spirits come in transition to do their jobs, which is to right the karmas, to fix things from past lifetimes. I can't let my life pass me by, or I can get down and try. That's what they come into Earth for. Earth is a marketplace, heaven is home. Y'all keep elevating, y'all keep growing, join the mentorship. You know, I'm here for y'all when you need insight, book readings, and keep elevating through life, man. And keep elevating past those who want to drag you down. Keep elevating past those spirits in the marketplace that realize they may not be able to achieve what they were supposed to come here to do. So now they're going to pull you down. That's what happens in the marketplace, too. Anything can happen in the marketplace. Keep your head on a swivel, family. I'll get with y'all in the next one. Or Dabo.